you know that everything God promised me, it is mine.
Always introduced as minister. She always introduced as lovely, or something like that. I never get lovely attached to my name.
You're lovely, man.
And you're sweet too.
You also say the best for last, but this person say the best is first, right? Amen. How y'all doing today? Thank you for our first time our Love Fest. It's as usual, it's beautiful to hear. Thank God for the opportunity to be amongst our people. First giving God to Pastor Seals, First Lady. All our assistant pastors, amen, and our distinguished guests. And thank you, Sister Deaconess Paula Phillips. Again, I have the easy part to sit up here and talk about love and marriage. And 26 years. One thing I can tell you that when you think you got to the point that you know all it is about your spouse, and you'll just punch your ticket out of the door. You'll continue to learn each other. You continue to grow with each other. But one thing, and I don't want to mess your mind up, but watch this now. When you think that love is not the love that you have for one another that's going to sustain you, and I'll talk about that a little later on. It's the care and the respect. So even when you're not feeling each other, it's the respect that you have for each other and the reason why you did it in the first place. Amen? So I couldn't envision my life anything other than being with my queen. And that's why I call her my queen. And for 26 years, it's been fun, it's been real, it's been challenging, it's been a learning experience. But you have to have the respect, and you have to have the care to do something. And you have to share visions. And tell each other that you care and that you do love each other. So it's important that we each hear those things on a daily basis. Whatever it is that turns her on, whatever it is that makes her tick, it's my job to find out what it is. I know she don't always feel like telling. How many times we heard that, man? Oh, I shouldn't have to tell you. You shouldn't. But even after 26 years, you're still learning, and I'm still learning. Amen? And that's what's important about it. So don't shut yourself to love. So I'm not going to hoard the mic as long as I know we got to move on. But there's some things that are important. So I did write some things down, so I won't be stumbling all over the place. But watch this now. Love that labors and is sacrificial is true marital love in its best form. It's agape love. So that agape love is godlike love. So that's what I mean. And when you think about it, you know, most of us who got married, we got married because we love each other. But it's important, even when things go wrong, that you remember that you are in love and that who you represent and who orchestrates that love in the first place, which is who? Is God. So lastly he says, I wrote down here, when a man and a woman come together and make a marriage, their primary goal for making that marriage should not be for their own satisfaction. But it should be to serve one another and God in the union that edify his love and build his kingdom to each other in love. That's true love. So whatever it is to you, it may not mean it, but I know it means to me. I get that now. And God said, even in those days and I'm not feeling it, I still have to love as I love myself. So I can go back and write all the things that went wrong and all the things that did there, but through it all, the blessing comes when you hang in there and fight your way through. Because the blessing is on the other side, right? So it's easy to walk away. But the hard part sometimes is to stand there and to say, hey, listen, how can we come to a happy medium? And I guarantee you, in the end, coming together as one is the best.
Amen. 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 And I could just add to what my husband has already said. Loving in marriage and love in any relationship is, you know, something that you have to continue to work at. And I'm just going to share the anniversary card that I got this year, and it was one of my favorite cards, because of the last paragraph that was on the card, and I just wanted to share, and it says, "You are my one and only, and it's easy to fall in love with a cute face, a sweet voice, a gentle touch. It's easy to take longer to learn, it takes longer to learn how someone shows everyday moments of support and thoughtfulness, or how someone handles tough situations or misunderstandings. Some say love can happen at first sight, but I think true love takes time to grow." And that was very important to me, because in our relationship, and in all loving relationships and marriage, you have ups and downs, as my husband had already said, and you have tough times, and you have difficult moments. But to know that each day you're growing closer together in love because of the commitment that you first have to God, and then the commitment that you have from one to another. Love is the example that I think of when I think of a love of marriage is Jesus' unconditional love towards each and every one of us. It doesn't matter what you did, it doesn't matter how you feel, it doesn't matter about anything, but I love you just because of you are you. And so in my marriage, I love my husband just because he is he. He's the head of my household, he's the father of my children, he's my covering, and because of those things, I continue to grow in love because of that. I grow in commitment because of that. It doesn't matter if he has an attitude, or it doesn't matter if things aren't going perfectly, but it matters that I'm committed to the love that we share from one to another. And I just wanted to share one other thing. God's kind of love is a choice that you make on the basis of what God said. And then you act on it in faith. And I know we've been talking a lot about faith, but you act on it in faith until it becomes a reality in your spirit, soul, and your body. Because love is another faith walk. Every day you don't know how that love is going to make you feel. But it's not about how you feel, it's what you believe. I believe God first, and I believe that He's going to guide and direct my relationship, my marriage. So in faith, I love you. In faith, I'm committed to you. In faith, I continue to remain steadfast and unmovable in everything about us and about our relationship. So that's the love in marriage to me.
Wow. So how do you stay in love? With divorce rate as high as it is, with so many couples that's choosing to live together instead of married, because they see married people fall by the wayside. You hear people say that they fall out of love. How do you stay in love? And so I heard you say earlier, you work at it. What do we work at? What is there to work? Because people say in the beginning, because it's new, it's exciting, oh, I love him or her, I'm committed to death do us part, and then next year you're dead because they go on about their business. And then they'll tell you that we grew out of love, or I'm no longer in love with that person. So as a married couple, what is love? How do you remain in love? And what do you work at in order to remain in?
Well, once again, we still learn what is love, and we still learn how to remain in love. So, yeah, folks, when they say they fall out of love, I think they may have difficulties. There are reasons why they don't like their spouse or want to walk away, but I don't think you fall out of love with your spouse. The love is still there. That's why a lot of them do end up coming back together. So once again, you don't want to hang in there and fight. But the first thing you have to work on yourself. The bottom, you have to work on yourself. I can pick out a million things that's wrong with her. But when I start dealing with myself, then I got so many things dealing with myself, I can't afford to think about what she didn't do and what she can't do. I think that's the first and foremost. So the easy thing is to run away, but to be real. And just say, be honest, look, right now I'm not feeling you, you're not feeling me, okay? You need to take that time, take that break. Take a break and really come to yourself. What is it that's bothering me? Because guess what? We can go back and forth. This thing can keep on going, but do I want to keep fussing and arguing, or do I want to be able to swallow my pride, or be able to take my hips and take my looks? Because guess what? One thing I know is that you're not going to get your way every time. Matter of fact, I think the longer you stay together, the less you get your way.
Amen.
So that's where the compromise comes in. You have to understand what compromise is all about. Now, whatever works for, it's going to be every different. With every couple is going to be different. Whatever it is that works for you, you need to find that And some of us are not willing to put in that time and energy because it's easy for me to move on to another woman or to another man. I don't feel like dealing with it. I'm tired of the heartache, and I really just don't feel like working. That's just my story.
I agree. It really is about your level of commitment, and once you decide within yourself that that's what you want to do. And you reference when you get irritated or upset or to go through difficult times with an individual. And I know Tara and I have been through, various different hills and valleys. And I remember one hill or valley. I was praying, God, you got to fix him. You got to get him. It's all about him. And in doing that, I continued to go to God and got no answers. And I remember, speaking to the Lord, and it changed. All of a sudden, my prayer was changing. It was fix me. And I was like, where'd that come from? Fix me? There's nothing wrong with me, but it is so true that we have to work on ourselves. Because when you work on yourselves, you become a better you, and then you become that better wife, and you become that better person. You become a little less combative, and you start to understand each other a little better, and you just can deal with things a little easier if you stop pointing the finger at the other person and you really start working on yourselves. And even when you work on yourselves, you may find a mate that's not as committed as you are. Meaning they may not be committed to a relationship as much as you're working on yourself. They may not be working on themselves, but you have to continue to stay steadfast into what you believe in your role as a wife, your role as a mother if you're a mother, and your role in a relationship and the commitment you made to God when you made that vow.